oh man, this would have been a great topic to hit on, but like I saw the movie Love and Mercy back in the fall, and that really
Was that the
like got
Brian
that,
Wilson
yeah,
movie?
it's the Brian
It's
Wilson
so
one.
good.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called.
Highly recommend for those who are watching and listening. But
Great.
I would not have done any of those Beach Boys covers probably had I not seen that.
Yeah, it's a crazy.
So
it's crazy.
I'm really really
Very-
often inspired by movies when it comes to stuff like this.
Have you
Like,
seen the Johnny Cash movie?
oh yeah, and that was
that
one.
one.
That was another one too. Because,
Really?
Walk
yeah,
the
that was
Line.
another one that I watched. And man, it's been a good
Very
like
good.
past couple
There's some
months
good
for these
music
because.
Ever
But the
seen
thing
Walk
about
Hard?
Walk the Line,
Dewey
just
Cox story.
yes, that's that one
Most inspiring.
had less of an impact on me. But I would say that when I saw Walk the Line, I had already seen it, so I was just rewatching it. You know,
Mhm.
it had been a couple years.
When you saw it
and-
for the first time, you'd already seen it.
Did I say for the first time?
I don't think.
I
John, shut the fuck up.
appreciate the effort,
Shut the
but
fuck up, Sean.
what am I even? Oh yeah, so the
Walk the
so,
Line.
so Walk the Line happens, but so I had already seen it, so all the Johnny Cash stuff was kind of like second nature at this point. But
Mhm.
what stood out to me was Jerry Lee Lewis was like, I don't know what it was, but I was like, man, I've been trying to play some piano for these like Beach Boys things, and I was just like, I'm gonna try to learn some of that stuff, and it was really hard, but
I'm sure.
it's a lot. It's very rewarding because that's to me was like, it's such a powerful sound. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Boogie woogie piano.
But
That
Great
was-
Balls of
that was
Fire
the
was one of the first songs I ever learned on piano.
Now
We should
it's
play that
it's
song.
yeah, and
Right.
that's something that's just like undeniable. If you were to play that in front of a crowd or anything, that's just something that is innate to all humans.
I think I think what's interesting is that you could get Jerry Lee Lewis and play it in like the rainforest or like in front of
Watch out there, Sam.
no, who
it's
I guess
universal.
that-
It's really
it's
It's got the universal appeal, doesn't it?
Sorry. Is that
Oh, you're done.
okay, if they played it in like a non-Western country, then it would. That's okay. Then it's still fine. People would be.
To anyone
people would
who's
be dancing
never
their
heard it
feet.
before, probably it was probably it's.
Let's just cut that off.
Just cut that part.
Anyway, would you guys say that you've ever had any kind of similar experiences other than with the whole Drake Bell complex that you had? And being inspired by movies or something. I just get a lot out of movies. Like I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you if you hadn't been for the School of Rock.
The
Viewing
the Temptations
youth.
movie back when I was like I don't know when that came
I haven't
out,
seen that.
but that inspired me probably to like start singing, I guess, because I like My Girl.
Familiar.
That was a big inspiration. And then those two movies, like it gives-
Really?
it what they do for me now is
Those two movies being Walk the Line and
Walk the
Love and
Line
Mercy?
then, Love and Mercy. They put me into like deep Wikipedia holes now.
Of course.
So it's not like I'm gonna go and do what you do, which I think is more productive. I just like waste 4 or 5 hours like learning everything about that. person.
I do like that aspect of it as well because it's a lot of. I mean, these are movies from different eras and with so many different characters that you just like kind of forget are real people, and then you read up on them. It's like, oh,
I
Van
think-
Dyke Parks, Mike Love.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
I
you know?
think using that as inspiration is probably a lot better than just like wasting much time on Wikipedia. But
Wouldn't call it a waste personally, but yeah,
just
it's
learning,
No, I
expanding
was-
your
I
consciousness.
was
What about
also
you, Sean?
inspired by Walk the Line, and that definitely I was already into Johnny Cash, but definitely got me more so. And just on a broader note, as far as like things I saw when I was much younger, I'd say like School of Rock definitely got me
Lawrence, the
wanting
keyboard
to-
player,
wanting to be
made
a
you want to
musician.
hit that.
It's just like that seems
Smoke on
fun.
the
I wanna
water
be
board, yeah.
like in this kind of counterculture thing where all the kids who don't have any friends find friends through music.
Dude, can you affirm for me that Lawrence, the keyboard player, was the character that stood out for you specifically? I
No.
would love to hear you just say that,
Alright,
even if
Lawrence,
it's
the
not true.
keyboard player, was the character that stood out for me.
No, but you
specifically.
so like, yeah. So
That's a
what
thumbnail
what
for
so it was for you? It was just about all the kids.
I mean,
just being
honestly,
a-
Jack Black really captured it for me.
Yeah,
But that's what
he's
I
a
was
real force of
focusing on.
nature in that
Yeah.
one. I mean, I could honestly talk
I just
about that
wanted
movie
to
for
and still
hours,
want
He's
to
but-
be
underrated.
Jack Black.
Jack Black's great.
underrated. You think?
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's pretty well rated in my book, but
He's-
he's almost
underrated.
forgotten now.
Yeah.
it's been a while. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
That-
I guess if he's not keeping up in pop culture, then people aren't gonna really talk about him. But he's great. School of Rock. Oh man.
yeah, man. again, it could that's for a whole nother podcast
Yeah.
talking about that.
Another
but,
episode.
Yeah.
Um,
Which I hope there will be more of. This could be, not only could this be the first Cougar Cast episode proper, but it could be the first episode where we feature Bofa as guests. And we could
I like that.
hopefully
That's
make
good.
more out of it.
That's a good idea.
Maybe add some other Bofas
Yeah, cut me.
together. Yeah. Add and subtract some members.
Rotating both a lineup. It could be just John and John. John just talks to himself.
Yeah, exactly.
John just looks in the mirror.
I'm
Who are you?
starting to learn how, in my limited video editing research, how to actually have clone yourself within the same frame so you can do stuff like that. Just be talking to
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
or potentially playing with yourself musically.
It's
know.
pretty impressive how you're doing the videos. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I mean, it's just separate frames
Yeah.
stuff. Try to line it all up.
I feel like it'd
but,
be hard to coordinate.
There was
It's
a
like-
learning curve, but once you get it down to a process, I feel like
Yeah.
you got to look and make sure everything's lined up accordingly, which is the most time-consuming part.
Yeah.
But other
It's like
than
I
that,
can
yeah,
like
it's pretty
see
chill.
you and hear you at the same time, and I just don't understand it.
You're only supposed to be able to see me. The music is just
You're-
stolen from.
hallucinating
It's
that.
the
It's
original
not-
recording.
Fair. No, first time.
Those
I've
were
been told
silent
that.
movies, John.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think it is? 2021.
No.
Get out of here.